Okay, I want to say hello again everybody, it's me, Wilshire Richard, or Richard Clark. This is a new series, okay, this is a new series of videos I'm making, a very special series. It's something different, okay, to what I've usually, done, okay, and do. As you know, I am a martial artist. I focus mostly on Kung Fu, okay, Chinese martial arts, usually, mainly, but I practice so many different kinds of martial arts on the whole though. This is a new series though, on martial arts training, okay, and it's going to be a simple series, but still deep, and I really hope that this is going to be useful to people. I really hope that everybody can benefit from these videos I'm going to be making, okay? I will make each episode or each, volume short, okay, and simple. This, let me tell you what this is, okay, and how I was inspired to make this. It was by my good friend online, okay, Josh. Hello Josh, okay, and that's Uncle Cow. Everybody, if you know Uncle Cow online, okay, he's a great martial artist. He inspired me, okay, that's Josh, okay, to make this. We were talking about this online, I was talking about it, and he was mentioning a different kinds of training for chair-bound people. Okay, I'll put it that way, chair-bound people. Santos himself, and he's a great martial artist, and I didn't even realise that he was chair-bound at the time, okay? But for you, Josh, okay, that's for Josh, okay, everybody, and anybody else who may be chair-bound, this hopefully will be useful, okay? It's a martial arts, Kung Fu, Kung Fu, martial arts, wushu, whatever, series of videos I'm going to make on training. I mean, really, different kinds of training you can do if you are chair-bound. Now, before we begin, okay, I will say that this video here is just the introduction, just letting you know what this is going to be, okay? Now, and I want to give you a few points just quickly too, okay? What I want to say, okay, to everybody is this. Before I say, I want to also say thank you very much, okay, to Josh. And like you say, if you do benefit from this or anybody else, if you're happy, I hope they do. You do it, they do it. Now, what I want to say, okay, is, I forgot what I was going to say now. Forgot what I was going to say. Again. No, what I was going to say basically is, chair-bound, okay, can mean different things too, okay? Chair-bound, okay, let me just put it bluntly, I've got to put it bluntly, okay, I've got to put it how it is. Now, some people, I'll put it this way, have been chair-bound their whole life, and will not see it as like a disadvantage as such, or anything unusual. They've been used to it the whole life, the way somebody who's not chair-bound would be. Some people were once able to, let's say, had full function of their lower half, their legs, I'll say that, okay. But then later on, because of whatever reasons, were chair-bound, okay. And then chair-bound can also mean different things too, okay. Chair-bound can also mean that you could have function in your legs or your lower body, but you may have a reason why you are sitting down on a chair or anywhere, okay? We're talking about sitting, okay, on a chair, or okay, mainly, okay, in a seated position, okay, from like a chair position I'm talking about, okay? It doesn't matter if it's a normal chair, a wheelchair, or I'm sitting on a stool here, okay, and I will be using this stool for the videos. Now, please bear in mind, it's kind of small, and it's not the exact frame and shape of a big, chair. okay? But you could be sitting anywhere in this kind of seated position I'm talking about, not a kneeling position or sitting on your butt on the ground, okay? But what I want to say, okay, and don't forget, okay, chairs also have their back part, the backrest too, some have armrests and different things, so you've got to bear that in mind too. But what I'm trying to say, okay, is other kinds of chair-boundness, I'll put it that way, okay? Being chair-bound could mean different things. There could be a reason why you are sitting down. You could just be tired. No. You could have a simple injury, or you could have had, you could be sitting down for a reason. You could be on a bus, you could even be in a car, you could be on a bus, you could be on a train, a coach, a train, yeah, underground. In Chinese it's a detail, underground. Anyway, that's off the subject, yeah. Okay, underground, you know, subway. You could be on a tram. You could be on a bench outside. You could be inside. You could be outside. You could be at work. Again, the same thing. You could be anywhere at any time, and there could be a reason why you're sitting down. Let me give you another one, okay? You could be captive, and this is very serious. You could be captive. You could be, let's say, taken in prisoner or hostage, or in a situation like that, where you are forced to sit down, and someone's telling you that you can't stand up, threatening you or whatever reason, and they will not let you stand up. That, which is another thing, okay? Another thing also is you've got to remember the art of the mind again, the ninja way. Let's say the cleverness of disguise and camouflage and mind trickery. You could actually be pretending, you know, or willfully, on purpose, putting yourself in a seated position to trick somebody, or in a relaxed state, or trying to, you know what I mean, trying to let people think that you are not aware of a certain situation, or that you are, that there's some reason you're sitting down, you're relaxed, comfortable, unaware of whatever it might be. Anyway, I'm just saying, there are many reasons why you could be sitting down. Now, if you are really, really sick and ill, and that's the reason, if you have a very bad stomachache, a very bad headache, giddy, maybe you've been drinking, or you feel very, very sick, you know, you've been eating something bad, or whatever it may be, or you know what I mean, in so much pain, or it could be other reasons, your waist or back, whatever, your back, or anything that's affecting your upper body, okay, upper to torso, whatever. That is also something to take into consideration, because the weaker you are, the more hard it's going to be for you to fight in self-defense. Now, this series I'm going to make on videos, okay, everybody, for the Chairbound series, this is, or let's call it this. You know, it's more like the seated martial arts. That's what I want to say, in a seated position, because chair-bound, even this word, the word bound, it seems to be like, although that is what it absolutely is, being bound in a seated position, you can't stand, but it's like, as such, but it's like, you know, you can stand in a way, you know what I mean, but it's like, bound, it's like a boundary. It's like something that's holding you down, it's holding you back. But holding you back, that's the TV in the other room, don't worry. So it's like holding you back from doing something else, let's say. But you don't say that you are, you know, chair-bound or like standing bound, do you? Upright bound, because you can't fly. No. Martial arts talks about doing, you know, doing amazing things and not having any limitations upon you, not seeing that, seeing everything as an opportunity to use. You use your power and your ability. So we're going to talk about this, okay? I will cover points in the next video, deep points too, about being, let's say, it's chair-bound, okay, but it's seated martial arts. But I will remind people that I will call it chair-bound, okay, just for, that's what it is, it's saying that, okay, because for the point. But you know what I mean, though. You should not think of, you should not have any negativity in your mind. It's like martial arts. You think about it like, oh, I need to defend myself and all this. And you're just putting you at an advantage, or you're a defender. A disadvantage, so a disadvantage. You want to be thinking like, oh, you're training to be a warrior. You know, that you're unbeatable. You know, then you'll be stronger and more of a warrior. So, you know, as I said, we're going to cover two things though. We're going to cover the same things, okay? Including, of course, mental attitude and spiritual, you know, mind and the heart, you know, the mind and the body, as in the whole body still, okay? Mind, body and spirit, heart, mind and body. But what I want to say, okay, is we're going to cover two areas, and that is the same as all martial arts. We're going to cover health and fitness, okay, the health aspect, and also the self-defense, the combat fighting, to protect yourself, okay? Now, I hope everybody's ready for this and understands, okay, that the videos are going to be simple. I will cover many different techniques of different kung fu and martial arts on the whole. Okay, in terms of like weapons and using your surroundings around you and things like that too, from a seated position, it's the same as a standing position, and as I say, we're going to cover a lot more of that in other videos. Also, I want to, as well, and what I want to cover, okay, I want to mention just quickly to everybody watching this, if you, okay, and if you've got the patience to be sitting there watching this now, and really, really, if you are not a chair-bound person, I want you to, if you can, take note of what I'm saying and watch too, because there could be a reason you're sitting. And also, not only that, you can take the philosophies out and use them in your standing and any kinds of training you do. This is for everyone. And also, I want to mention one more thing, okay? We all stand differently, we all sit differently, and we all sleep differently, we all dream differently. No, we should say that another one is, for the people who are chair-bound also, I hope you can take note of the training I do in my other videos also, which are not chair-bound only videos. Check my normal training and stand-up martial arts, watch them, okay? Watch them. And study, because there's so many tips and things there. Very importantly, there's so much. There's not a lot of difference, to be honest with you, to stand up and sit down in terms of your upper body. It's just a different form and shape. Again, there's different, a lot of points and a lot of areas to cover. What I'm trying to say, okay, is it's still you and how you utilise yourself and your imagination and your power within you that you do have, okay? And health and fitness is still important, and training the techniques is still important, and that's what it's all about, martial arts. I admire the spirit of martial artists who are chair-bound, I'll say that, okay? And human beings who want to overcome all obstacles. I'll say that in terms of, I'm not trying to trip over my words here and trying to be careful. I'll be serious. Anybody out there who wants to help themselves, that's really what it's about. We've all got limitations. I don't want to say limit, if you think of it that way. We've all got areas we could improve, we could do better at. And we can all do amazing things beyond the unthinkable to what others might see it as. It's not really anything against you. You are who you are, and that's all there is to it. And you just can do better all the time. That's what I really believe. And people might say, well, I'm talking out crap out of my mouth now to put in this video and whatever. Fair enough, you know. I'm just putting out what I want to put out with my free time. If not, I won't be doing this. So that's that. Now, I'll put one more point out across to you again. Look at ground fighting, the UFC. By the way, I don't like it, as I've said a million times. I've got to say that. I'm not putting athletes down or whatever for believing what they do, but I'm not into that, and I'm not at all interested in ground fighting, you know, ground and pound and all this. You want to be in the best position possible, right? But laying down and putting yourself, it's like a stand-up person. You put it in one way, bluntly, like a stand-up person wouldn't put themselves in a seated position. Yeah, although we're saying that in a seated position, it's not the end. It's no different from standing. You can fight, but then again, a standing person would put themselves at a lower base. You would never put yourself in a, well, like I said, two stand-up fighters. One wouldn't put them in an exaggerated movement position, would they? you want to be in a more smaller and more accurate and useful advantageous position, right? Or structural fighting position of how you stand and you fight back. Okay. You move. So why would one lay on the ground? It's the same thing. But then again, you know, a ground fighter, a ground game, as they call it, person would also, I'm just trying to say, you know, would also argue that, well, you know, there's a difference between somebody laying on the floor relaxing or just getting pounded out, and somebody who's on the floor and knows how to take you into control and restrain you and all that, and which is true. But let me just say what I'm saying, okay? It's like you can turn your back on any kind of skill and ability, you can turn your back on any knowledge. If you turn your back on life, you turn your back on possibilities, you could be blown away, motherfucker. Excuse my language, I had to say it. You know what I mean? Someone must stab you in the back of an ice cream, blur, for real, yeah? No, I'm just saying, okay? But seriously, okay? Everybody out there, I really hope you enjoy these videos, and everybody, okay, that's the non-Chairbound people, I hope you enjoy the Chairbound series too, and can learn a lot to help you in your stand-up, and I hope the Chairbound people can study my other videos too, to stand up and learn a lot from it all, okay? Let's begin. Thank you for watching. It's me, Wushu Richard. I hope I can help a lot of people with these videos and all of my martial arts. Take care, okay? Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Josh, okay? That's I can't pronounce your surname. I didn't see it carefully on there, but Uncle Cal, okay? Who has honoured, who has inspired me to make this as another extra series. Don't forget, everybody, I've got a lot more series too for everyone. Don't forget, all of you, okay? Which is the, as you know, we've got the Kung Fu skills. So many series, right? In terms of martial arts training, I mean, we've got the Kung Fu skills series, which focuses on simple techniques. We've got another series, okay, on improvised weapons. Another one on like pair training and things like that with drills. We've got the Wing Chun series, we've got the Tai Chi series, okay, which are my two main arts, as you know anyway. And also, as I said, we've got the Crane series, which I've been doing now. And I'm happy you're enjoying that, guys, for the Crane series. And also, as I say, there's another one I've been doing with like it's like more advanced and more hardcore, like free flow kung fu and all kinds of martial arts, including weapons and bare hands together, and showing all kinds of hardcore flow fighting for the streets and self-defense, and in the flow, and explaining my movements, and at the same time incorporating all the fitness training I do to be able to fight that way. Okay, train hard and stay safe. See you in the following videos. Thank you very much for watching. Always.